Welcome back to News Insights. Engineer Kingsley, the information that has gotten to us says that staff members, they're actually four, stole goods worth 6.5 million naira from their boss. And they plan to even poison her. It was not enough that they stole from her. They also plan to poison her. What do you think about this?
Well, one of the first rules of doing any business is KYC, which is know your customer. This is also applicable to your staff and every other person. But that said, the future is mystery. You don't know what people can do until certain opportunities are given to them. So the good news that they were not able to carry out the other additional harm they wanted to, do to her. I will thank God for that. But I don't know this problem that is with our youth of trying to spend the money that they don't have. I once said it that I'm not as worried for Nigeria because of our corrupt governors and ministers and the president, but I'm so worried or more worried because of those that will replace them. because those that will replace them are already worse now. You are spending the money you don't have. You want to go about it. Check how they spend those monies. Buying wigs, buying phones, buying things that you don't have. Your earning can't support it. Something that your earning can't support. You want to trade party that your earning cannot support.
I know you've said that to me before, that most times when a Nigerian will throw a bash today and start asking for money for rent.
That's right. A typical Nigerian will throw birthday bash today, on Sunday, on Tuesday is asking you for money to complete his or her rent.
Or even borrow money to throw the party.
Or borrow money to throw the party. Why are we so consumption intensive? Why are we? We want to consume what we don't have. And we want to go about it by any means. Stealing from your boss. And at the end of the day, even planning to kill her or something. Why? What is wrong with our society? And yet, the churches are increasing in numbers. The Muslims are increasing in numbers. The Christians are increasing in numbers. Who are doing this evil? Who are doing this evil? I'm being honest with you. Because it means we need to go back to what our idea of good and bad is. That is why I kept saying that I'm not holding church or mosque or whatever responsible. We should let people know that the gap between what you want and what you don't want is work. It's work. Deferred consumption is okay. It's not bad that you want to drive Mercedes-Benz. There's nothing bad. But ask yourself, how do I develop income sources? How do I do legitimate business so that a successful time from now, I am able to acquire this? Not, I like this Mercedes, I should have it. Who told you that I should have it? No, somebody told me that, but if I'm lucky, I will just have it. Some even say, that's what I want. What do you want? You want nothing. There's no other person that is pensing to labor so that you get what you want. You want nothing. What you want is what you earn.
That's true, Pastor Kingsley.
Okay, so I first of all want to come on the side of the churches and the mosque. Sometimes I just imagine if there was no church or mosque in this dispensation, people will be eating people raw on the streets. Yeah, you see, it's the level of evil sometimes that has multiplied. And people, I'm a pastor. I've never told anybody, I walk like Paul talking the Bible. Paul says that everything that has come to me, my hands have brought it to me. He said, I don't rely on any man. And from the church I grew up, from the Anglican church, before I got into Christ Embassy, is work. And in that case, they can tell you what he has done in this life. You look at me today, say, this guy is chopping. No, I can't, and I'm still working now.
Steady.
You think talking like this is just talking? It's work. A lot of planning that goes off camera that you don't know. When you are staying at home, we are giving you stories. So people need to stand up and work. That's number one. Number two, some of the entrepreneurs you see, you as an entrepreneur, me as an entrepreneur, I can sit down like this now. I'll be going from one of my friends to the other. They'll be giving me money. But I chose not to ask.
That's right.
Because asking belittles you. When you ask, it belittles you. The person will be seeing you and be avoiding you. It belittles you. Then you now see someone that in spite of the fact that he already has, he gathers people together. That entrepreneur that you are looking at, how much does he eat?
How many?
We are even avoiding food. As we are here today, now how many have we eaten? All that we do, small 10K, 5K, little 50K. Say, bros, you enjoy, you look at us now.
You don't abandon us.
We put in a lot of the things we do. I normally tell a lot of young people, you are asking me for money. I say, that's your status. You can start selling things from your status. You can sell things from your status.
No, they don't even need to. All they need to is to post memo from morning till night.
Exactly. You are advising people. You are not advising
Even
people.
their friend that sells phone, they can't post that their phone for their friend.
No.
But the one, a celebrity has splashed G-Wagon.
G-Wagon, they are posting
post
it.
That's what they want.
They are posting
soft
it.
life.
They are posting
soft
that
life
video.
on another person's
exactly
money.
Exactly.
Them, soft life.
Soft life on another person's money.
Baby gets lifestyle.
You know,
only.
I used to
Street
see. I tell my kids. I think I mentioned it to you once. I used to tell my children one thing. This world is divided into two sets of people. You can choose the one you want to belong to: producers and consumers.
Simple.
It's up to you.
I say my daughter that is 8 years old, the work I do, she knows how to do it. So she went to somewhere out of the country, go and see her friend. So I did branded T-shirts and all that, put our logo at the back, sent it to them. The man told me that when the thing got, they say, yeah, that's my daddy's name, that's my daddy's brand name. He said he was describing this thing, they'll put it in the machine, they will do this one, they will do that one. How many people put their kids through to know that growing up? In America, 16 years they start working, 15 years, so that they can earn for themselves.
Yes.
But here,
parents.
So based on this thing is now like parents are.
Parents has a role to play. Can I tell you?
Not at fault.
Can I tell you? Yeah, they has a role to play. Can I tell you something? Somebody was asking my friend that the daughter had to celebrate birthday, that they need so. How old is the child? I think about 14. That they need so to throw a party, so that my friend should give them money to do that. And I happened to be there, and I called Madam. Your child is already 14 years. Learning can start even at that level. Let's say if you have not started it. That a child who is doing birthday at 14 years and you do not have the money to throw a party, that is the time for that child to know that you cannot always get what you want. That this is the time you should teach that child. But going out of your way to go and ask somebody money to throw a party is wrong. I said, Madam, go home. I said, Madam, go home.
And most Nigerians don't like that.
Madam, go home.
They don't like it.
No, why are you doing this? You are teaching this child the wrong thing. That if I don't have money to do this, I must get it. And my friend, whom they are asking money to do the birthday, said, I have never thrown any birthday party for any of my kids. So parents have role to play. You see your daughter come home with a phone, you know that her income cannot support her a student. Ask her who gave it to you.
Did he ask her? No, don't say ask her. My mother, she was a teacher. She's a teacher. My mother will kill you. Oh, no. You wore a slippers that she did not buy for you. You are dead. No. It's not a matter. You are dead.
It's so bad. Parents are relying, both boys and girls, they are relying on their children who are students to send them money. They are even telling their children, you're still asking me for money. Okeke's daughter is the one that, how is my home like this? Parents are terrible these days. They have a role to play, but they have refused to play that role.
They have ignored the road.
Not the role.
I'm telling you, the road.
Making a child think that you will be gifted comfort, that there is someone elsewhere who is going to work for that comfort or steal and should give it to you. And that's when they can't find out that if they are working some at any place, they just want to cut the thing away.
Do you know that parents these days, 1 year birthday is like a tradition now?
Yes.
They will throw it. They say this is the first year. The child that they are doing birthday for, he doesn't know.
Yes.
The child has not started walking. The child is crying. And they are doing a birthday bash for a 1 year old.
Not that they have the money.
They don't have the money. It's absurd.
And this same driver is what is driving those people into our government offices to steal money. You see a civil servant whose salary for 10 years can't even buy a Mercedes car. He or she has that Mercedes like 5. the one parked in the village.
Even the one that is bigger than the missing.
Yes, exactly. The one parked in the office, and they'll be driving these cars to their offices, living in the houses that their salary cannot.
You give your child that is 14, 13, iPhone 16. Come on, what do you expect of that child? And let me tell you something. Even these children that you are talking about, I was telling you guys a story just now. A general that died left enormous wealth for the kids. If I mention the name now, all of you will know that. Enormous wealth. As we speak, they don't have one couple. These are people
can't.
And that's because they did not work.
They
for
don't
that.
know
Yes,
how to create money.
They don't know how to create money. Because these people that stole this money, they use it for just wigs and bags. If they were the ones that created that money, they would have used it.
They will use it to buy wigs and
Let me
bags.
tell you, the level of evil and wickedness, they were still planning to kill the
They will
woman.
still plan to
Because
kill
it's never
you.
enough.
Yes.
But let me also take another side, which I also said I would take. Entrepreneurs also must learn. We don't know the whole full story.
Yeah, we don't know the whole story.
To treat their workers well and nice.
Then, PK, let me come before you go further. So we disagree on that. I keep telling people, the reason for something is your character. Two of us, let's say we are from poor background.
Yes.
You could decide to go and do armed robbery.
Yes.
Whereas I would decide to go and be a cleaner.
You're very correct.
A cleaner somewhere.
You're very
Two of
correct.
us are facing decent reason.
Yes.
You choose to do armed robbery. There is a reason for your armed robbery. But I choose to go and be a cleaner.
Though we are from the same
We have the same
background.
poor background. We are facing the same difficulties.
And that
You
reason
know, I told you a story
So
of
if you are being treated wrongly, you resign.
Exactly.
You were employed.
I agree with you.
If you are not a thief, you are not a murderer. You are not a murderer.
And I agree with you. But we're also seated in the entrepreneurs.
Yes.
That they should. I know you very
Yeah, it's
well.
nice to treat your people well.
Do you understand? Because somebody works for you doesn't mean the petty they say.
Exactly. No.
That's the truth.
No, it's not.
You are just opportune. God just gave you the privilege.
That's right.
Of being there.
That's
I told you a story of Phil and Bill that were working for the railroad construction company. The two of them started working for the railroad construction company the same day. One went to, they were earning $1.50. One left for school after a while. One remained. The other one came back to the organization and rose and became the president of the railroad construction company. So one day he came to inspect workers and Bob saw him. What are you doing here, Bob? He said, I'm still working here. He entered his limousine, took lemonade. Fine. He came out. All the workers stopped work. They said, how did you know the president of the railroad construction company? He said, we started working the same day. Then that's when it dawned on him that him came to work for $1.50. The other man came to work for the railroad construction company. So wherever you work right now doesn't mean that that's where you are.
No, it's part of your life
makeup.
story and
Yes.
life process.
You know.
Okay, I think we should begin to interrogate children's idea of seeking for comfort. You see a little girl says she wants to be taken care of. Are you a grandmother?
Exactly.
If a little girl wants to be taken care of, so what would my grandmother be doing?
And you women that are sending your children to go and be begging uncles and aunties, stop it.
So it's so bad that they say, oh, I'm built for soft life. Soft life to be funded by who?
Something that you've not worked for.
You didn't work for. So this mentality needs to be interrogated and checkmated.
Yes, we'll conclude on that note. Thank you very much for viewing. We'll be right back.